Hey y'all, what's going on? I'm here for Black Ink Crew New York Season 5, Episode 9. I did not know they was going to put on 2 new episodes tonight, okay? And I hate when they do that shit because I wasn't prepared for it. VH1, god damn you. Like, I wasn't prepared for this shit, but it's going to be 2 separate videos. So, let's, start out with this one. So, they're at the shop and everything, 113th. Walt is asking about the Miami trip. Donna tells him that, it was cool or whatever. Sees, he got him a new boo named Tattoo Baby and everything, this, that, and the third. Then sees he walks in or whatever, and they asking him how he feel or whatever. He was like, you know what? I learned a lot in Miami or whatever. Like, I even went salsa dancing. Walt is like, yeah, I don't know if he, like, did you really go salsa dancing, or is this code for something else that you trying to tell us? So, they're asking him, did he smash or whatever. Sees is like, he's not going to kiss and tell and everything. And Donna is like, Dutch is going to be mad or whatever. And he like, why should she be mad? Like, she left me. Like, so why the fuck does it matter? You know what I'm saying? And so, later on or whatever, we get everybody in the shop or whatever, including Kitty from 125th. Because C's wants to have a mandatory staff meeting. And mind you, Sky, she's still, recuperating from her designer vagina surgery or whatever. So, C's, he walks in, he tells them that they're going camping. I'm like, Lord, everybody is going camping on these reality shows. The Real Housewives of Atlanta, now them, you know what I'm saying? Walt is like, what the fuck are we going on a camping trip for? We black, you know what I'm saying? And he says that it's going to be a 2-day trip for, like, a team building process or whatever. It's going to be team activities and everything. And, he wants them to learn how to work with one another. Ted, he's not there for the mandatory meeting, so they all kind of feel some type of way. Mel, she still clearly feels some type of way towards him. She's throwing shade at him or whatever. And then they pray. I said, yeah, obviously that prayer didn't work well enough. But we gonna get to that though, cause yeah, that prayer didn't work well enough for the shit that went down later on in the episode. So anyways, we get Duchess. She meets with the heifer that came and told her about her sister having a baby by C's. She meets her in North Carolina or whatever. So, the girl, she explains, like, that they met at Onyx or whatever. It was Ted and C's there and with some other people or whatever. And, her sister caught C's attention and everything, but she didn't know that it went further than the club that night. So, next thing she knew that her sister was, she found out, like, I guess a couple of months or something like that later, that she was talking to C's and that her sister was talking to C's or whatever, and found out that she was pregnant by C's as well. But then 3 weeks later, she's saying that she not having a baby no more, pretty much telling her that she killed it and everything. And she says that she got screenshots or whatever, but she don't want to show it. She don't have to prove nothing and all this other stuff. I'm like, I'm with Duchess, so what the fuck you come down there for if you're not going to show the proof of, C's doing, his indiscretions or whatever? Like, what is you wasting time for? You know what I'm saying? So, Duchess is like, if you're not going to show no receipts or whatever, like, it's no point of you being here. Like, I ain't got time. Like, I'm not about to sit up here and believe you and everything, if you're not going to show me some receipts and all this other stuff. Her and Duchess kind of start going back and forth a little bit, and the girl is like, if C's is telling the truth, he need to put his shop up, he need to bet his shop or whatever, this, that, and the third, if I'm lying and everything, if he's so innocent and all this other stuff. And I think she said something about her and her sister getting half of the shop, but child, I don't know. So, Duchess is, she's getting hyped up saying that there's no proof and everything, and now she's starting to regret leaving C's too quickly. I can't. I mean, yeah, honestly, you did leave. Like I said, I don't know if C's did anything or not, but yes, you did kind of leave too quickly, just automatically taking somebody else, a stranger off the streets word over, C's and everything, even though, yeah, I know that he did do stuff in the past, but girl, it's best that y'all not even together at this point. It's really, it's really best. So anyways, we get C's. He's doing the photo shoot for, you know, the Black Ink, you know, website. And he got females showing their ass and tits or whatever. And I guess these females have gotten work done by him or people of the shop before or whatever. So, whatever. So he goes off to the side or whatever to call up Tiffany. He wants her to come back, but he wants her to come back to work at 125th. You know, he wants to fix everything with her or whatever. She's still not feeling comfortable about coming back there. He claims that Sky is past the situation and everything. And see, this is where I'm just kind of looking at you like, what the fuck? Like, why would you tell her that Sky is past the shit or whatever if you didn't have a conversation with Sky first, telling her, you know, like, hey, look, I want to, you know, bring Tiffany back or whatever. Just then, like, how do you feel about it? Blah, blah, blah. Like, I need, like, you know, like, you didn't have no conversation with Sky beforehand. But that don't excuse Sky's behavior later on in this episode. But I'm just saying, like, I felt like you kind of set Tiffany up for failure. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just put her in the line of fire that she didn't need to be in. You know what I mean? But anyways, you know, he wants her to come to the little, you know, camping retreat or whatever. And he says that if anybody tried to jump her, they'll be gone and this, that, and the third. And, you know, he tells her, you know, she's still kind of unsure about it. He's like, you know what? Why don't you show up the last day of the retreat and everything? So she gives in. She's like, okay, cool, whatever. So moving on from that, we're back at the shop, back at 113th or whatever. They're meeting there for the trip and everything. And, you know, Sky does some crazy shit. She said she saw something on TV or whatever, you know, basically trying to show them some survival skills in the woods and everything. And she's playing dead. And I think she has Walt to help her out with this little, you know, survival tip or whatever. She says, see, if you play dead or whatever, there's a great chance that, you know, a bear might not fuck with you. He might just tear off one of your limbs, but he ain't gonna kill you. I said, fuck that shit. Okay, like, I'm with Walt. If a bear is in my direction, I'm just gonna already be dead. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, Sky, she's still trying to be manager or whatever, or, you know, have some type of management position. They're trying to find out where shit is at. They find out that apparently, I think Sky tells them that, you know, Nikki went to the DR or whatever to get, you know, some work done on her body and everything. You know, Mel, she probably is doing some baby stuff. So, you know, Mel's supposed to be up there later on. But back to Nikki. So when she tells them that about Nikki going to the DR to get her body done and everything, C's is like, I ain't trying to be funny, but where did this bitch get all this money from? I'm like, yeah, you know, like, you know, she always complained about how, you know, everything falls on her, but now you're going to get your body done, like, in the DR on top of that, out the country, you know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, they all are very skeptical or whatever about it and everything. Shit, he does show up or whatever, and, you know, he's kind of worried and everything about her. So they load up on the bus or whatever, and like I said before, you know, shit is saying that he's worried about Nikki or whatever, and how Nikki is stressed about the child support issues and hope that she didn't, you know, hoping that she only went there to get, you know, her body done, and then it didn't just go there to really like dip out on him. You know what I'm saying? So they all acting scared and shit in the woods and whatnot, you know, as they're on the bus passing through. They finally arrive to their destination or whatever. Their first task is going to be rock climbing. Ted and Sky are the team captains. You know, Donna, Bay, and I think Shit is on Sky's team. You know, Mel, she shows up and everything, and, you know, Sky is, you know, embracing her, hugging her or whatever. She wants Mel to be on her team and everything. C's is like, nope, you're gonna be on Ted's team and everything. And Mel, she's not with it or whatever. Like, why would you put me on his team? And she's like, and he's like, you know, because I want y'all to stop fighting. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to get that shit together. You know what I'm saying? And so they're doing the challenge and everything. Walt, he didn't make it up to the top. Bay didn't make it up to the top. shit, like I said, he's on Sky's team, so he makes it up to the top or whatever. Ted, he's saying in his confessional, if this bitch Mel wants an apology or whatever, she better keep climbing, ho, or whatever. And I'm just like, I know we should be used to this shit with Ted by now, but it's like, it just, every time he just, like, how are you so easy? How is it so easy for you to call a female a bitch and a hoe like that? Like, I don't understand it. I really don't understand it at all. You know what I'm saying? And I do agree. At this point, they should have been past that whole situation that happened between him and Mel. Yeah, Ted, he was wrong for, doing that shit. That was some fuck shit. But at the same time, it still was like kind of petty too, you know what I'm saying? So they should have been past that situation, and Ted really should have been apologized, to be quite honest. But anyway, so she makes it up to the top. He apologizes or whatever. They hug it out, but Mel still don't trust him. Sees he he shows everybody to their rooms and everything. The girls have their own cabin or whatever. The guys have their own cabin. Sees he's disappointed in the cabin and everything because it's not what he expected on. It's not what he saw online. What he saw online and what he's seen in person is two different things. And sometimes that's how that shit goes when you planning these retreats and all that other shit. So we get Duchess. She's having dinner with her family and everything. She's saying how much she misses C's or whatever. And, she tells them about the girl that she met up with, the girl's sister and everything. And how she don't believe it or whatever. The girl didn't show her no proof. And she thinks that she overreacted. And that, she tells them that her and C's haven't really had a conversation for real to really talk. Her dad feels like that C's is not the one. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't feel like they're the one for either. I don't feel like that they're the one for each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just too much toxic shit with them. You know what I'm saying? And they're pretty much like it's her call and everything, and they just want him to treat her right. But my thing is, when it comes to Duchess' family, I feel like they act like she's just completely innocent. Like, she's done, her dirt too. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just all been seized. You know what I mean? Like, she's done some fucked up shit too. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, she not all that innocent. So, whatever. But anyway, so, we get the next day at the camping trip or whatever. He's still in the funk about Nikki and everything. At the girls' cabin, Sky is talking to Donna and, Kitty and Bay or whatever, and, about Nikki, thinking that Nikki is shady as fuck. So they want to Google her. Donna, she Googles her and everything, and they're like, something about her being some type of reviewer or whatever or something, and she was on this website called Yelp, and they, I guess, look up her profile and everything, and it says that, that she had a husband, like 2 years ago, back in 2014, and how she was 7 months pregnant. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, nothing is adding up here. You know what I mean? Because what she presented to them, she presented that she only had one child. You know what I'm saying? And that's, the one that was at the little wedding reception. And so Bay, from her experience, she's like, divorce takes a minute, when there's kids involved or whatever. So is she even really divorced at this point? Like, hell, she might got a husband in Cali and a husband in New York for all we know. You know what I'm saying? Polygamy. But no, so anyways, later on that night, they go to like this camp, this campfire, site or whatever, and they're acting like they're in a scary movie, like real live. And Teddy, he's like, all I can hear is I'm just like, oh my fucking god, like, y'all need to go the fuck somewhere. Like, don't get me wrong, I probably wouldn't want to be, in no damn woods either. But y'all just really are acting dramatic at this point. Like, seriously. Like, it's a group of y'all. You know what I mean? But anyway, so, they're going to build a campfire or whatever. He's been trying to call Nikki, but he ain't been getting no response. And, he admits that he knows he's been off. He ain't really been himself on this trip. And Cease is like, look, bro, I don't want to be talking about you behind your back and shit, but I've been hearing some shit. You know, how much do you know about this girl? So Sky tells him about, you know, what they found or whatever and shit. He's in denial about it. And he's like, yo, like, I know her. Like, that's my best friend and everything. And I just need everybody to shut the fuck up before I get mad. Like, no, you don't know her shit. You've been knowing her for only a few months. You don't know her. You don't know her for real. Like, I mean, like, and the fact that he was just such in denial about it is just, I mean, like I said, shit is one of them people that you just can't really help. You know, you could tell him time and time again, but you just gotta let him fall flat on his ass, like, literally. So, anyways, Sky, she's getting emotional, telling them how much she loves them, and, you know, how they all had her back, you know, with her dealing with the situation with her mom and all this other stuff, and they all hug it out or whatever. So they go into some cabin or whatever for them to eat and everything. Cease is like, look, you know, we going to eat or whatever, and then is one last issue that we have to resolve. So, you know, Cease, you know, asks, he pulls Teddy to the side to ask him about, you know, what do you think about, you know, Sky having more responsibility and everything. You know, Ted, he cool with it. He like, you know, I don't see the problem with it or whatever. Like, she just as loyal to the shop as I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, but you're always walking out. How loyal are you really to the shop? Okay, like, every time some shit go down. But anyway, so Tiffany, she comes in, the tension is thick or whatever, you know. Cease makes the announcement he wants her at 125th. Sky is fake happy. She like, you know, I'm glad you invited her, you know what I'm saying? Like, she fake happy. And what the hell was going on with Sky's hair? I did not like that wig she had on at all, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, you know, Cease is like, all right, y'all take care of y'all issues, you know what I'm saying? Y'all say what y'all gotta say. So Sky, she's talking about how, you know, she not trying to be on no fighting shit. She wants everybody to grow and excel and come together and a whole bunch of other shit or whatever. So then Tiffany, she speaks and everything, and she was like, you know I got into a couple fights with people, and maybe people don't understand me. You know, everybody's from different backgrounds, whatever. So Mel, she interjects. She's like, wait, how many people did you fight? And they was like, you know, she had fights with 3 people here and everything, this, that, and the third. And Tiffany, she's trying to, you know, finish what she's saying. She's like, you know, I'm not about the drama or whatever. I just want to feel like I'm a part of Black Ink. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if Sky said who. I think Mel said something. I don't know. And Tiffany was like, you know, I was just defending myself against the bully. You know what I'm saying? And Sky gets mad or whatever. And, you know, Tiffany is like, I can't even talk, you know. I can't even, you know, you won't ever let me talk or whatever and get out what the fuck I gotta say. That's why we fought before and everything. And, you know, Cease, he's fussing Sky out at this point or whatever, you know, reprimanding her. And, you know, Donna, she had interjected at one point, so he started popping off on her too. Like, you know what I'm saying? You wasn't even there. You speaking on shit that you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Because she's sitting up here saying that, oh, it's disrespectful for Tiffany to be fighting up in his shop with this, that, and the third. Like he said, you wasn't there, and I was mad that Mel was putting her motherfucking 2 cents that won't need it in the shit either, because she wasn't there either. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, you know, I mean, I'm just saying, like, she got into fights with 3 people or whatever, this, that, and the third. Let's be clear. Yes, the first fight, she could have refrained herself from. Yeah, Kitty said some, you know, she said some ignorant shit, you know what I'm saying? But she could have held herself back from, you know, fighting her or whatever. But the second fight with Bay was not her fault. And that's another thing too. Bay was supposed to be so cool with Tiffany or whatever, but I didn't like how she didn't, you know, stand up and say, well, you know, the fight that me and her had, I mean, I did overreact and everything. I accused her of something, and when she told me that she didn't do it, I still didn't believe her. I just, you know, went with what the fuck my friend said, and I popped off on her. Bay just sat there like, I mean, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, all y'all motherfuckers is fake. And then, of course, the fight with Sky. Like, Sky started that shit too. Yeah, she might have hit you first or whatever. But, I mean, either way, y'all was going to fight. So, somebody was going to hit somebody first. Like, you started that whole shit with you and that girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, Tiffany is like, you know, people are jealous of me. I get it and everything. And Sky, she's laughing her ass off or whatever. Like, giving a real obnoxious laugh, and she takes her wig off and everything, or whatever, this, that, and third. She's like, I want you to come closer to me, or whatever. And, she was like, because you've been ducking me for a whole month now. Tiffany, she like, I ain't been ducking you. I just been trying to ignore the ignorant shit from you, or whatever. So next thing you know, Sky, Tiffany, she did throw a little blow. She, Sky was saying something and how, she was like, I'm gonna whoop your ass, and I put that on my kids and everything. And Tiffany like, okay, yeah, the kids you don't take care of, like, what the fuck? So Sky, she bum rushes Tiffany and everything, and security comes in and breaks it up before Sky can really do anything. And they take Tiffany outside or whatever, this, that, and the third. Donna looked like she trying to jump in or whatever. I'm like, Donna, if you don't sit your dumb ass the fuck down somewhere, like, this shit ain't got nothing to do with you. Like, I ain't cool with that jumping shit at all. And that's what it looked like Donna, that's what it looked like Donna was trying to do. And I was so annoyed with that shit. C's, he's over it, you know what I'm saying? Mel was like, she was saying some slick shit or whatever. And C was like, yeah, granted she was, but people say slick shit to me all the motherfucking time, and I take that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what a fucking boss does. And he was like, for right now, 113th is closed. I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? And he walks out, and I really don't blame him, because every time you turn around, it's always some shit. And it's like, Sky, how do you expect to have some type of authority and you always popping off? You always popping off at the hinges. And it's like, I do feel like you jealous of Tiffany, because what else is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I do feel like you jealous of her or whatever, because you don't have no, like sis, you seem real pressed, all right? You seem really pressed. And it's like, I'm so disappointed in Sky this season. I'm so disappointed in her. And like I told y'all last week, I hate it when it's a person that we've been liking since the fucking beginning or whatever, and then all of a sudden they get on some fuck shit. All of a sudden they get, and that's what the fuck Sky is doing. She really on some fuck shit right now, and I'm really trying to understand why. It's like, all that shit was not even called for. Like, it probably wouldn't even have gotten to the point of her saying that shit to you had you calmed it the fuck down. Now, granted, yeah, maybe she shouldn't have said that. It wasn't right. You know what I mean? But like I said before, when you're in an argument with somebody, you're going to be looking forward to saying whatever is going to hurt them. You know what I mean? So I didn't like how Baden somewhat tried to stick up for her, and the whole shit just irritated me, y'all. It just really irritated me. I'm just so disappointed in Sky. Donna pissed me off, and y'all know I fuck with Donna. I fuck with Mel too, but she pissed me off. Like, both of y'all interjecting yourself in some shit that y'all wasn't even there for. But anyways, that was episode 9. I'll be right back for episode 10. Alright.